For the latest on what's happening with council and a look at the city, we've reached Mayor Chad Bachynski. He joins us now. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
So, Mayor, let's start with Scarth Street. As I mentioned, and its future. There was an initial plan to allow cars, but after some consultation, staff is recommending that it will stay pedestrian only. But the ultimate decision is up to council later this spring. What are your thoughts on a vision for Scarth Street Mall?
I think it's good that we're getting good feedback, and I know, we're still getting feedback up until the 4th of February at regina.ca/Scarth. So I think that'll be important to make sure that we have as much engagement and information as possible as we go into that decision.
When it comes to downtown, what's your vision for the downtown core?
Yeah, I think it's a safe, vibrant area that people can work and play and live. So it's multifaceted is what I see, and that's what's going to make it a vibrant place to be in our city.
When it comes to a decision on Scar Street, have you thought about where you land on having cars versus pedestrians there?
I would say for myself, just my own personal experience. I've enjoyed some of the walking amenities in the past, the farmers market around that area, and then down Scar Street, some of the activities that are often hosted there. But again, it's important that we listen to all residents and see what everybody thinks.
I mentioned as well that Real is looking for a CEO. The listing was posted. It's 1 year after Tim Reed was removed from that position. The organization's been under some pressure, struggling financially. What are you hoping for a new CEO?
Somebody with a lot of energy and ready to tackle what we know is a challenging situation. And somebody that can help bring that pride to our city. Because at the end of the day, we need to have people feel good about the city, to drive events and bring things to Regina.
I mean, Real's hosting a big event this week. I know you're excited about. What can you tell us about what's happening on the Real campus?
Yeah, so I mean, we've got Frost happening this weekend. That's a big event this weekend with the grind downtown. That's we're activating downtown for that. We've got a number of activities throughout the city happening. That's going to be excellent fun for everybody in the city.
Moving on to council items. Last year, following the election, Mayor Masters decided to cancel a Palestinian flag raising at City Hall, but didn't give an explanation for a decision. And this week, CBC put out a story after obtaining some redacted documents that showed members of the public were calling for the event to be canceled. And last night, there was a recommendation to amend city flag protocols. What can you tell us about the decision that was made?
Yeah, I can't really speak to the decision at the time. That was before I was sworn in, but I can speak to the decision moving forward. Really, it was to focus Regina on Regina, and not get involved in global politics.
What what can you say more about what council decided? I know this is unanimous. Was it one of those things where you're trying to avoid controversy, not to inflame international issues? Was that the position of council last night?
I believe it was. We don't want controversy. We want the things that we do as a city should bring people together, and I think that was the overall sentiment from all of council.
Another agenda item that was brought forward by Better Bus Youth, they were hoping for fare-free service for high schoolers, and they've said that the $300 pass doesn't cover the full year. I know there's going to be a pilot project. What can you tell us about what was decided with busing for high school students?
So the decision was to move ahead with administration, bringing information back about what that pilot project would look like. So we need to dig into the availability of our infrastructure and buses and routes and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll be able to get the fulsome picture of what that recommendation or some of the options looks like, which is great. It's an exciting pilot. I think it's also something that can move us forward on our environment and sustainability framework. So, an exciting decision.
Something we were discussing on our newscast was a policy around, concerns over dog attacks in the city and animal welfare. What's happening in that capacity?
With that, we passed some directive to have administration look at our municipal animal bylaws to do a fulsome review. I think that there's opportunity to bring it up to where other cities have seen successes in enabling different types of enforcement, and ultimately it comes down to public safety. We heard a number of frankly very tragic stories last night from residents, and I think it was clear that we need to do a review in the interest of safety of not only animals but our residents.
What's your expectation on a timeline for a policy like that in a review?
Yeah, I think we were looking throughout the year, and I think we broke it down into phases. Some of these are tricky. We're looking at multiple resources from multiple agencies, but I believe throughout the year we're looking at a phased approach to get more information to keep this moving ahead.
I know I appreciate that we're jumping around to a lot of different topics here, but sometimes that's what happened at City Council, and I know you can appreciate that because people, I'm sure, fill your inbox with lots of questions. When it comes to the water treatment plant, we had reported last week, and that the city had said that there's a possibility for some musty water in the spring because of just changes and upgrades being behind there. Do you have any concerns about that or anything to say to the public? I know the water's still going to be safe to drink, but not quite where the treatment plant had hoped to be at this point.
Yeah, I think you said it best. Some of the capital work is behind, but still it will get done. And the water we have is absolutely safe to drink still. So, no urgent concerns. I've been a part of many major projects, and timelines do shift around, but we did get confirmation that we will get it done, and the water is definitely safe to drink.
And Mayor, a couple of council meetings under your belt now, and we're into 2025. How does it feel? Does it feel like you're getting your feet under you? And what's your hopes for this early part of the year?
Absolutely. I think I think we're all getting our feet under us. It'll take some time. I think, there's a lot of procedural elements that are just, there's not a real strong playbook. But that being said, between, administration and our clerk's office, they've been extremely supportive in helping us navigate some of the procedural elements and just some of the background and information that we need to be effective. So, yeah, I'm excited. And, we have lots of challenges ahead, but, I think it's good to see that everybody is very engaged and, engaged in the conversation so far.
Mayor, I know it was a long council meeting last night, early morning for you. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks so much.